Westmoreland man charged with stabbing, shooting man during home attack. A 20-year-old man has been arrested and charged with the stabbing and shooting injuries of a man who was attacked at his home in Chantilly Gardens, Westmoreland on Monday, January 22nd. Charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and wounding with intent is Deshaun Dell of a Chantilly Garden address in the parish. Reports from the Savannah Mar police are that about 10 p.m., the man was at home when Dell and another man pounced on him and started stabbing him in the head. The man ran from the house in a bid to save his life when he was shot in the arm. He was taken to the hospital where he was admitted for treatment. An investigation led to Dell's arrest and charge after he was pointed out during an identification parade. A court date for him is being finalized. More skeletal remains found in Clarendon. The skeletal remains of a man were found during a search for him at Jackson Bay River in Portland Cottage, Clarendon, Sunday afternoon. The remains are believed to be those of 30-year-old Andre Mullins, otherwise called Speckles, a fisherman of Shearer's Height in Portland Cottage. Mullins, the police said, was reportedly seen last alive in the community on January 11, 2024. He was reported missing at the Lioneltown police station by his father a day later, and a missing person investigation initiated, the police stated. Reports indicated that around 1 p.m., members of the committee were conducting searches along the beach when they stumbled upon the skeletal remains and summoned the police. On arrival, police saw the skeletal remains in black jeans pants, a dark colored shirt, and a foot of white sneakers. A skull was seen a few feet away. Mullins' father, who was at the scene, indicated the items of the clothing appeared to be those of his son. Police processed the scene and removed the remains to the morgue. It was the second set of skeletal remains found in the parish in as many days. 2 men arrested after JDF Coast Guards seized 2,629 pounds of ganja near St. Thomas. 2 Jamaican men were arrested following the seizure of over 2,600 pounds of compressed ganja off the coast of St. Thomas. The identities of the men are being withheld pending further investigation. In a statement, the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard said a vessel was initially spotted southwest of Bowden Way, St. Thomas, within a known vector utilized for illicit trafficking between Jamaica and Haiti. It said the vehicle was intercepted and 2,629 pounds of compressed ganja packed in knitted bags and buckets were found aboard. The drug has an estimated street value of $26 million. The JDF said the drug was seized and the 2 men were apprehended and taken to the Port Morant police station, where they were handed over to investigators assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Force Narcotics Division. The men are to be interviewed in the presence of their attorney. Meantime, the JDF said the drug for gun trade between Jamaica and Haiti continues to be one of the main sources of illicit firearms for gangs within the island. The JDF said the seizure has prevented the possibility of a significant number of illegal weapons returning to Jamaican shores. It said the security forces will continue to be relentless in its conduct and other operations in furtherance of the mandate to protect Jamaica's borders and blue economy. Persons with information about illicit activities are being encouraged to call the JDF tip line at 876-837-8888, Crime Stop at 311, the National Intelligence Bureau NIB tip line at 811, or the police at 119. Security guard charged with rape of teen girl in St. Mary. A security guard has been arrested and charged with the rape of a teen girl in Gill, St. Mary. Charged is 35-year-old Brian Walsh of a Saltram district address in St. Mary. He is charged with rape, grievous sexual assault, sexual grooming of a child, and possession of child pornography. Wife allegedly met the teen on Facebook and threatened to release her explicit photos if his demands for sex were not met. Reports from the Portmore police are that Walsh and the teen met on Facebook in April 2021. The teen reportedly sent Walsh photos which he threatened to release if his sexual demands were not met. It is alleged that, to meet with his demands, the child went to Walsh's house, where he sexually assaulted her in November 2021. A report was made to the police and Walsh was arrested and charged after he was pointed out during an identification parade. A court date for him is being finalized. Fitz Henley rejects Lambert Browns' claim Jamaicans have lost faith in the government. While reeling off what he described as achievements of the Holness-led government, Senator Fitz Henley has rebutted a wishful thinking, a claim by opposition lawmaker Lambert Browns that the people of Jamaica has lost faith with the administration. Senator Brown made the claim recently during his contribution to the State of the Nation debate and suggests that the government has failed to deliver for the people. Fitz Henley closed his State of the National debate on Friday and said Brown's claims are untrue and the opposition senator is out of touch with reality. The government lawmaker cited over 6 years of no new taxes, a doubling of the minimum wage, a reduction of the poverty rate, a cut in the general consumption tax, and the lowest unemployment rate in Jamaica history as evidence that the government has a compelling case for re-election whenever it faces the people again. Every other week, Minister Samuda has been turning on water and supply communities in need because the government knows that water is life, and we have a conviction that people must live in dignity and have access to the global most precious commodity. It is because we understand that sound economic management on the macro level is good, but people must feel it, while we have expanded and increased payments under the Program of Advanced Through Health and Education Path Program. That is also why we have increased pension payments to our senior citizens and made thousands more Jamaicans pensionable, Fitz Henley told Parliament. In responding to Senator Brown, Fitz Henley said people have observed the work of the government and trust that there is more to come. He also cited the government's housing agenda. It is a commitment to making better the lives of the Jamaican people, while this government created the new social housing program, which has benefited over 189 Jamaican families. Senator Brown engaged in a bit of wishful thinking when he made the false statement about the administration losing the trust of the people. The government of Prime Minister Andrew Holness has demonstrated that we are not a chaka-chaka government. We have been doing right by the people, Senator Fitz Henley stated. Fisherfolk to benefit from Fisheries licing and registration system project. Fisherfolk across the island are to benefit from improved service delivery with the rollout of a Fisheries licing and registration system project that will enhance regulation and management. Fisheries Minister Floyd Green said the system, which will be executed through the National Fisheries Authority, along with the Transformation Implementation Unit, will go live today, Monday, February 5th. He said it will facilitate shifting the application process from manual to digital and eliminate the need for fisher folks to physically submit an application at the NFA's office. Mr. Green noted that the system is expected to reduce the renewal process time from 2 weeks to 1. The minister, who was speaking at a recent press briefing, added that fishers do not have to wait until their license have expired to start the renewal process.
We do hear some of the concerns being raised by our fisher folk, and we do look to see how we can address them frontally. So I have heard a number of our fishers across various parishes speak about the licensing process and how long it takes for them to renew their license and the impact that has on them because of their inability to go to see if they do not have an up-to-date license, if their license is not valid, and clearly puts them at great risk in relation to running afoul of the law. So we have been implementing a program. We have already bought all the computing and networking equipment that are critical for establishing this system. We've already started our testing, and we expect to go live on the 5th of February with a brand new digitized licensing and registration process. It will give our fishers the ability to apply from anywhere they are in Jamaica. They won't have to go into a physical space to have the application done. It takes a fisher approximately 2 weeks from applying for the license to get their license renewed. If you know our fishers, most of them, once the weather is good, they try to go out each week. And as such, it would be 2 weeks that they are unable to go out because they would run afoul of the law. Under this new process, we expect to be able to return licenses within a week, right? Because again, it's a new digitized process.
Fire Brigade increases building inspections. A total of 9,222 specified buildings were inspected across the island in 2023 to ensure conformity with fire prevention regulations. This was disclosed by Commissioner of the Jamaica Fire Brigade JFB, Stuart Beckford, at a GIS think tank on Thursday at the agency's head office in Kingston. He noted that the number of buildings inspected last year represented 1,427, or 18.3% more than in 2022. The top 3 categories of building inspected were educational institutions, industrial and commercial complexes, and places of amusement. Educational institutions accounted for 2,678 of the buildings inspected, a sum that included 1,812 early childhood institutions and 866 other schools. Additionally, 1,866 buildings were certified last year, which is 155 fewer than in 2022. The Commissioner pointed out that there are various factors that contribute to a building not gaining certification. In most instances, some of the factors that we have noted, having done an inspection on a building, would be absence of basic fire safety equipment such as extinguishers, smoke alarms, sprinkler system, and pull stations, he noted. The Commission has encouraged citizens to reach out to the JFB for guidance to ensure that all the requirements are in place to have their building certified. Another critical area for the JFB is its road to the approval of building plans. We've received 882 building plans in 2023. We approved 602 of those and rejected 280, stated Beckford. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.